Good morning. Today I speak my very first truth. I'm trying to share the light of God with you. What I've learned and what I've discovered on my journey, and how it's hard to follow the blind path, the path which has no end and no beginning. It's just about taking your first step and trusting the process of going with you can't see, to have the blind faith to know that there's more to this than we see. I think there's a great awakening going on, and there's many people who are feeling it. You feel like a sense of lostness, a sense of being alone, a sense of no direction. Just nothing in your life makes sense anymore. You feel like a great calling to do something more than what you're doing. It's like God has given you a purpose. God has asked you to do something great with your life, and if you're not doing it to this point in your life, then what is the point of all of this? What is the point of your existence? There comes a time in every man and woman's life where they have to ask themselves, what is my purpose? You've had money, you've had success, you've had failure, you've had love, you have lost love, you've had all these things. But it's the one thing that guides you. It's the one thing that moves you, that gives you a passion to wake up in the morning. What is that thing within inside of you? What is it? What is going to make you great? What is going to give you true success? That you're going to leave a legacy, that you're going to change people's life, that you're going to shake up this world. What is it? What is your calling? What are you called to do? Because until you answer that question, you'll be walking as a nomad on this earth and forever lost. Your passion and your purpose is not a job. Your passion and your purpose is what you are called to do to change others. How you serve others. How you love others. How you bring others out of the darknesses into the light. It's your job. God chooses us to make the difference in people's life. Are you showing up? Are you showing up? I have been through so much in my journey to get here. I've lost so much. I've suffered, and my goal is to help others so that they don't suffer. The one thing I would want to give this world and give people is the ability to not to have to suffer as much as I did to get here. But then I say, and the suffering is where the most growth is made. It's where the pain, you can't learn the lessons no other way unless you go through the pain. So do you skip those steps of pain, or do you endure? Just remember, when you at your lowest, when you are about to break, where it just seems like all hell and nothing's going to make sense, that's when he's close. That's when the devil is throwing everything he can throw at you just to make sure that you don't succeed, that you don't make it over this hurdle. So when you have nothing, you got to turn inward. The truth is, with this humans having a spiritual experience, and once you realize that you are a spiritual being, that this everything you see here is like the Matrix. It's not even real. What is real is that there's a spiritual world going on, and a spiritual warfare that's going on. And we're just not aware of it. Because to be aware, you have to be conscious. To be conscious, you have to slow down. The only way to slow down is to meditate. It's to get your thought, which they call the monkey mind, is to meditate. It's to change your thought process, to slow the thinking down, the continuous thoughts, because only then can you hear the universe. It took me the longest time to discover this. But once you learn to master your mind, once you learn to become the master of your emotions, your master of your mind, that is the only way that you can hear the universe. And the universe will talk to you in subtle ways. It will come to you, whether it be a thought or just a breath of fresh air, or a feeling of positivity will come over you. What I have found in meditation is that there is a sense of peace on earth. It is such a tranquil place that once you get there, you don't never want to come back here. And it's like it is heaven. And that every person can reach this heaven and have this peace. It's just a matter of if you are ready to do the work, you know? To have this peace, you have to heal traumas. You have to heal your fears, past traumas from a childhood, you know, all the negativity, the negative thoughts. You have to go through so many trials and errors. You have to go through what they call the dark night of the soul, where you feel like you're alone. Everybody who was your friend, everything in your life that made sense no longer makes sense. And you just have a sense of loss and aloneness. And you go into like hibernation, like you don't really want to relate or be with people. You don't trust anyone. You don't even trust yourself. But then as you work through, you have no choice but to turn inward, to heal, to release the things that are holding you back. And once you release these things and you do your work, that you will become enlightened. And you will go from being a student to being a teacher. And that's my goal, is to show people how to become a teacher. Because I truly believe in healing yourself, you heal others. Because the only way you can teach something that has meaning is that you have had to live it. People believe you when it's something that you went through, that it's your story. People understand you. They feel your pain, and it resonates for them. So my goal by starting this program is to start something that gives people breadcrumbs to help you on your journey. Maybe you're just becoming awake. You know, maybe you've been awake and you don't know you're awake, you know, because there's no who do you go to talk about this stuff, you know? When you start talking to people about awakening, you know, neither they don't believe in religion, or if they do believe in religion, they're, you know, that's the devil's work. And it's not the devil's work. If you study history, you should study the Egyptians, they will tell you that we've always been like a god. Like we've always been able to manifest, and that we were able to create, and that if you align, there's a saying in the hidden teachings of Jesus Christ where he says that if you can light the 7 candles, you can do what it is that I do. And what he meant by the 7 candles is the 7 chakras. There's a chakra, 7 chakras within the body, and that if you can align these 7 chakras, that you will become the light, and you'll be able to heal yourself and heal others, and be in tune with what your soul mission is. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for people to wake up. It's time for us to get on this journey and do our work. Now, you can follow me. You know, some people won't agree with me, and that's fine, you know. But there comes a point in your life where you got to speak your truth. You got to put your message out there. And my message is that spirituality saved my life. It saved my time. It saved me from wasting my life. You know, being somebody who I'm not, trying to fit in, wondering why I felt awkward or that I just never belonged, is because there's something greater that he has to be. People like us are people who on this journey usually are empaths. right? Empaths are people who want to help and heal people. And that as children, we're taught that that's weak to care or heal people or care about people. But the truth is, that is our gift, you know? This our uninnate ability to want to help others, to heal others, you know? And I think for some of us that we just get so we get picked on or we get abused that we just hide our gift. But there's so many people in this world who need healing, who need help, who need guidance, who need light, you know? And this is a matter of when are we going to shine bright? I'm ready, you know? And I want you guys to follow me on this journey. This is my first video. And to be honest, I've been fearful to do it, you know, to put something out there, to put some content out and just try it, you know? Like, you don't ever know unless you try, you know? I always know that I had something inside me that I got a message to give to people, man. People told me, oh, you got to practice. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to practice and get my message out, speak from my heart and my soul, and share my story. So I'm going to start documenting what I've been through on this journey, and I want to share it with everyone. And if anyone needs help, I'm trying to be here. I'm actually just recently became a spiritual coach, spiritual and life coach, and just trying to help people. Everybody's going through their own thing. But my strong belief is, and I've personally been in therapy for years, my strong belief is that everybody's journey is their own, you know? And that's my opinion why therapy doesn't work, because somebody else is telling you what to do that works for them or work for the masses. But each person is different. And I'm not saying therapy doesn't help people, because it does. But what I'm saying is that you have to be your own shaman. You got to heal your own self, because that's the only way to make the lifelong changes that you are trying to achieve, is to heal yourself, heal your pain. That is the secret, you know, in a nutshell, is to become your own coach, to become your own advocate for you becoming the best version of yourself. And only through that will the light shine. Thank you for giving me this time to share my first message.